Hey everybody, and welcome to Hex Token channel. Your host, Superman, of course, and also welcome to Superman Crypto channel as well. We're streaming to two channels, over 9,600 subscribers, and loving to see the growth on Superman Crypto. Really is cool. Let's see if we can catch it up to Hex Token channel. It's going to be pretty amazing. So if you're watching on Superman Crypto, join our live streams, get involved, and of course get into our Discord as well. I'll be upgrading the video descriptions again soon. Just doing some trial testing them. Yeah, get into it. And if you've got any comments after the videos on Superman Crypto, I will get back to you on that as well, of course, as Hex Token. Let's see if we can get up to 10,000 subscribers on both channels. So share the word, share the channel. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell. We're looking to grow. We're looking to grow. Pulsechain is the people's chain. And, of course, we'll be covering a lot of cool topics as well. So stay tuned for all that. Let's see who's jumped in the chat. We've got quite a few people here as well. Let me have a look there. So, yeah, that's looking good. We've got Life Beneath the Truth here. How are you today? Very good, of course. We've got Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, incentive for the 100%. The Richard Hart Golden Standard of Crypto, and looking good today, right? Are you guys enjoying the green bounce today? It's a pretty strong one. And maybe the bottom is in. We never like to call it bottom until we can kind of see it. But it does definitely look very good today. We're going to talk about that in the 4-hourly chart later on. Stay tuned for that. We're going to get into all the prices. We've got a couple. The show's a little different today. We've got quite a few different things today in today's lineup. So I hope you guys enjoy the variety. We like variety in the old Pulsechain. Pulsechain still very early days, still growing early. DCAing typically when a big chain like Pulsechain launches is the way to go, and onwards and upwards, right? We got Urban Productions in house there, PLSX bull run price predictions, anybody? So feel free to respond to Urban Productions there. We got Humberto as well. Yeah, yo, Superman and family. Cheers from the sunny Dominican Republic. Always a pleasure, Humberto. You know it. And welcome to the chat. We got who else has jumped in here? Passive income, cash flow. Let's go. Absolutely. And we all like the passive income. And Pulsechain's got an abundance of opportunities coming for passive income, as well as some that already exist. So we're going to talk about that too. Hello, Hex Token, everybody from Sandy Beach. We've got Paul O'Shea in the house. Hi, Paul. I think, Paul, what channel are you on there, Paul? Let me have a look. Paul O'Shea. Welcome to Hex Token channel. I think you're on Hex Token there. We've got DGN Hexagon as well. Love Superman. I appreciate that, DGN. A big shout out to you as well. And what else? Joey Torres. What's up? Good to see you, Joey. Pudding Guru, really appreciate your Terminator-like persistence to all things RH. 100%, man. We are Terminator. I'll be back. Okay, yeah. We love it, man. We love it. Hey, we're living the dream. On this channel, on these channels in particular, we're documenting the rollout of Pulsechain. So this is going to be pretty much become like an archive channel with everything cool on Pulsechain, and I love it. Pudding Guru says, like Ivan says, please smash up the likes. Definitely do that. Who else has jumped in here? Wookie's got the basketball. I hope you like my thumbnail. I think that was the Bulls, right? And it sort of summed up the price charts today on Pulsechain. So I thought, we got to cover that. Got to cover that for sure. Katie as well. Hey, everybody. Good to see you, Superman. Good to see you, Katie. One of our two community leaders. Big shout out to you, Katie. I know that Brian is and Wookie in Superman Crypto there moderating that. So I appreciate all the effort you guys do as moderators and community leaders. Big shout out. Hex go, yo, Monday again. Where does the weekend go? Don't know. It's Monday down under, folks. I know it's still Sunday evening or afternoon in the Northern Hemisphere, like the US, etc., UK and places. But yeah, it is already Monday. And what time is it? It is 11:35 a.m. in the morning on the 14th of August and Monday in good old New Zealand, Kiwi land. Down under, and yeah, we are doing it now. I'm going for my what day walk am I going on? That's a test for you guys. Have you guys been listening about my health and fitness, which I think is very important for us all? What day walk am I about to go on? I did a walk yesterday. I successfully did that. But what day walk am I doing today? You can put the number in the chat there, either on Superman Crypto or Hex Token. Let me know. I'm interested to see whether someone can get it right. You get one chance. All right. What else there? We've got Tortoise Johnny. Good to see Tortoise Johnny. Hey, TJ. Hexavator as well. Working hard. Hexavator posts lots of cool stuff about how hard he's working because it looks amazing. big trucks and digging stuff and pipes and all sorts of stuff. Excavators is, that's a sweat there. A sweat is in the day. And you've done a good day's work when you put a good sweat on, right? So there we are. We've got, what else there? Sandy Beach says, above is my workout tweet for today. Where is that? Where's that tweet? I didn't see that. Oh, there it is up there. That's the tweet there. If you want to go check out the workout for today, health and fitness, do encourage you. Obviously, I'm doing it. Brian's doing it. Brian's been making some real progress on his one as well in terms of working out and getting fit, getting the old cardio up. It's very important. So cool on that. Cool for school. Who else has jumped in here? We've got Archie. Hey, good to see Archie. Archie's been killing it in our Discord, absolutely posting amazing updates and insights. Really appreciate that, Archie. Big shout out to you. Yes, sir, says Hexhog. Tortoise Johnny, Katie, Sandy Beach. So CJ should give me a shout out, Sandy. Sandy is a rising influence on Twitter. We do appreciate that. We're getting a number of influencers in our Discord. We've got Archie, we've got Sandy, obviously Hex Token, and a few others that look like they're going to maybe they'll start climbing up the ranks too. Let's see where we're up to here. Just going through some of these comments. Tortoise Johnny says 100 push-up days start now, says Tortoise Johnny. That would be interesting, actually, but I'm not quite ready for that. But that's definitely something to come up on the chat there up in the future. No one's put in the day of what day of walk I'm going to be going on today. That's funny. That's funny. I'm going to have to talk more about it. Humberto says, if you ever see me running, you need to run also because that means something happened. That's funny, man. That's funny. Well, let's get into it, folks. Let's kick it off with the news on Pulsechain. We got Pulsecoin List. Pulsecoin List. This is a listing site dedicated to Pulsechain, and of course, this went live on the 13th of August, which is pretty cool. Pulsecoin List V2 is live. Yay! So that's kind of cool. V2. It's got dark mode. You got to have the dark mode. Enhanced UI, user interface, multiple charts. Pulsechain buy comparison, that's pretty useful. Comprehensive stats, listing all PRC tokens, which is fantastic. Look at that. 12,270, and it's got an ecosystem explorer as well. Dive into the thread, so that's pretty cool from them, and you can see that. Awesome. I'm going to leave a link to that tweet so you guys can check it out in your own time. Brian says number 38. Brian 38. Come on, Brian. You've been listening better than that. It's not 38. It's not day 38 today. But I think I appreciate that. That is miles away ahead of me. That's too far ahead of me for sure. All right. So that is the tweet there. Cool. We got the cool threads in there. So let's quickly look at the thread. And we've got cool stuff there. Accessing a whopping 12,000 coins, real-time analysis, interactive charts, and had and a quick link to contract addresses, plus an easy-to-add MetaMask feature as well. So got some really cool stuff in the images there. Kind of cool. Compare ERC20s and PRC20s, analyze price disparities between Pulsechain and Ethereum tokens, access tokens from both Pulsex V1 and V2, which is pretty cool. Give these some hearts. I forgot to give them some hearts there. And what else there? Pulsechain balancer checker, airdrop checker, which is useful. You guys who like airdrops, it's going to be good. Sleek UI to check your Pulsechain balances. Also peek into those tokens you received during the Pulsechain airdrop. That's kind of neat. Pulsechain buy page, simplify your Pulsechain purchase there as well. Let's have a look at some of these images first. That's the image there. Your coins on Pulsechain are currently valued at. Nice. It's pretty cool. I know Christian will love this site. Christian will love this site. What else there? Purchase Pulsechain buy page, simplify your Pulsechain token purchase, compare fees, KYC requirements, and more. So it's kind of cool. Simplify your Pulsechain token purchase. Kind of neat there. What else? Pulsechain dashboard. There's a Pulsechain dashboard there too. Nice. Pulsechain stats there. Got all the tickers. I'm sure they're looking pretty good today. What else there? Multi-charts. Yeah, we like multi-charts. Track Richard Hart win tokens, market trends, and Pulsechain ecosystem ratios on a single comprehensive view. That's pretty cool. So that is some of the charts there. We use Dex Screener at the moment. We might start, maybe we might migrate to here. We'll see. I don't know if has Dex Screener moved. We've got to get Dex Screener to move away from Uniswap for the prices. So what have we got there on the price? Oh, no, that's for the Uniswap. That will be okay. I think I'm talking around my circles there. Pulsechain ecosystem. Experience the vast Pulsechain universe. Access the latest dApps, platforms, and crypto ventures on Pulsechain. So it's got all that in there too, which is kind of cool. Did I actually go to the site? So this is the actual website. So this is the actual website. Check it out, and I will post that in the chat there too. You can check it out. Getting all the latest and greatest here, that's for sure. Bam, bam, bam. Let's do it. That is the Pulse coin list site. Check it out. This is really cool. We'll probably talk more about this. I've got to have it spend a bit more time looking through it as well. But that is a quick review of it. So looking good, looking good. This is beautiful, man. Getting our own. Look at we've got so many cool devs and they're building out our Pulsechain ecosystem. We're going to be taking over DeFi, folks, and of course we're going to be taking over more of crypto. That's what we want to do, and have people better off. Your keys, your coins, all those good principles that Richard Hart has put forward, and we're going to expand on as a giant community in the crypto and get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the way we rock and roll, folks. So that is kind of cool. Lots of other. Lastly, stay here to Pulsechain Universe. Follow us for tweets and updates. So there's cool stuff happening in there as well. So definitely cool news, cool sort of school on this thread. So that is a Pulse coin list. We got a dedicated coin list site. Looks fantastic. Yesterday, of course, we talked about Block Scout. Was it Hex Scout? Sorry, not Block Scout. Hex Scout. We talked about that yesterday. That looks absolutely stunning too. A portfolio manager and more. So we're looking forward to that. We've got some really top tier stuff. It's all looking really sweet too. The UIs are looking crisp, and the functionality is fantastic. So we're growing, folks. Welcome. We're early, and spread the word. Let's expand to the world. Let's take over the world. Kind of cool there. And of course, this was set up by How to Pulse. So How to Pulse still got their sacrifice on for their NFT on Pulse market. So that's one of the top 6 NFT markets we're expecting to come to Pulsechain. So that's kind of cool. And they've teamed up with Pulse.domains to launch Pulse coin list site. Obviously, How to Pulse has been one of the biggest, if not the biggest, actually, sort of dedicated education for Pulsechain over the last couple of years. So big shout out to How to Pulse. And of course, Walrus, as you guys know, who works as the growth manager for Liquid Loans, came from that team. So that's kind of cool. Cool there. So lots of good stuff happening there as well. Crypto Coffee's even retweeted this out 6 hours ago. I'll probably tweet it out as well. I think it's important for many people out there with decent followings. Anybody actually to tweet it out. So definitely tweet it out. If you're on Twitter, just tweet it out. Tweet your hearts out there and looking good. So kind of cool stuff there. Probably be upgrading that too all the time. Looking really good. They currently got 239 followers. Let's see if we can increase that. So give them a follow and tweet that out. That'd be really cool. I know we've got a couple influencers in the chat, so get that out to your followers as well. So that's CoinList site, and it looks beautiful. I must say, it looks very, very good indeed. And you can just tab through the menu at the top. Can't say not enough about that. It's pretty neat. All right. So that's kind of cool. You can buy PLS on there as well. So that's kind of cool too. They got a buy function, so nice on there. And in this other site, Pulsechain Experience, takes you to all these. Look at all these other projects out there at the moment. Your gateway to latest dApps, platforms, and crypto initiatives on Pulsechain. Look at all the project teams there. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. I know many of you will love that. That's fantastic. Look at that. And it's got it by category as well. Analytic bridges, content, community, developer tools, decentralized finance. Oh, man, that's sweet. That looks so good. I like this. This is yum, yum. Yum, yum. That's cool. All right, so check that out. That is awesome. We're going to talk more about that. That looks really, really stellar. You got the prices up the top there too. What else? They've got heaps of cool links down the bottom worth checking out as well. All right, that is pretty much it. And the next thing, not only we have that amazing site come out, we've also got Havida there, one of the big influencers on Twitter in the Pulsechain Hex community, posted this. I'm not sure how new this is, but it appears that Pulsechain and PulseX got listed, or at least can now be seen on the Forbes digital site there. So that's kind of cool. Forbes digital assets, and she posted about that. So I thought it was well worth covering, which is pretty cool. So a big shout out to that and a retweet. You can check out her tweet on that one, which is pretty neat on that one too. So that's good news. Two big things coming out there. And of course, this is about getting the Pulsechain and Hex brand out. We want to get lots of brand out. The more brand out we get, people might be I've just about broken my mic. Maybe they see some Hex thing or Pulsechain thing, and they go, "Oh, I'm actually on Forbes," and then they go looking for it on Forbes Digital or something like that. That's kind of cool like that. So yeah, that is the Forbes, the Javido update about Forbes. I don't know when it was actually listed, but that's kind of cool. I don't remember talking about it before in particular. Maybe I did. I don't know. But that is it. And looking good. 9,000 views on that. Very cool. Now, this is the Forbes.com. And this is the digital assets side here. So you can see it's got everything about money, basically. If you go to the menu, it's all about money and pulls all this stuff out here. So it's a full-on money site there as well. So at least this part of Forbes is probably the only thing that's got some factual stuff to it. All the editorial stuff's all, propaganda BS, but the rest of it looks not bad there. Pulsechain anyway is on there, 40051, and you can see the price chart there and all the details. So that's kind of cool to have it on there, and the PulseX is on there too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you can find PulseX on there as well. You can add to the watch list and do all sorts of things like that too. But PulseX is there as well if you go and search for it with the search bar, which is pretty bullish, right? So two big pieces of news there. That are fresh, at least fresh as far as I know. So that's pretty cool. What else there? Yeah, I just about smashed my mic with my Superman strength there. Someone mentioned that as well. What else there? We got a couple of comments in here. Let me see. Yo, Mama's in the house there. Agreed. Get brand out, bigger community. Absolutely. We got Crypto Surfer as well. Let's go. Absolutely. Let's go. 100%. What else there? Someone who mentioned that earlier. I thought that was pretty funny. A pulse right now over 20% up for the day. I know, beautiful, right? Beautiful. Now let me just scroll right back to the top here. I just can't remember where I finished off here. Yeah, we talked about what day am I going on my walk. That was the thing. And Brian said day 38 for some reason. I have no idea why it was so high. That was way high. Way high. Let me see here. We got Chish Universal Oneness in the house there. Hey, friends, peace and good health to all of you. Absolutely. I'm going to jump through all the press-up stuff. I think that Sandy Beach had posted out about press-ups, press-up challenge. Yes, a pulse-up challenge. I'm not ready for a push-up challenge. I've got to do my walking first. Maybe in another month, maybe. Charity says 100. No. Day 22, says Sandy Beach. No. Archie says 23. No. Brennan says 24. That's very close. Let's see. Let me see here. No. Okay, so the walk I'm going on today is number 25. So Brendan got the closest there. So the prize goes to you. But yeah, 25 is the number. Very, very cool. We got A-Bit in the house there. What's up, Hexkins? His has got his orange in there too. I was looking for the orange there, A-Bit, and I can see the orange. Congratulations. What? A-Bit and his crew spent 2 days putting oranges in our live chats, and of course that was quite funny. 4 or 5 days ago, I think it was. And then the last 2 days we've had Jacob and the TYRH team coming in, putting in a TYRH and all water and all sorts of other token stuff, which is pretty funny as well. Astrid and House, woo! Good to see Astrid. Who else has jumped in here? A-Bit says, I'm done fading TRH. It's actually amazing what Jacob is creating. Yeah, well, look, the price is looking pretty amazing. One of them's got the like Bitcoin prices. We're going to look at that too. Hold on to your Hex, like holding on to goat, says Brennan. Absolutely. Hodl. Green Candle says Bloodfish King. Absolutely. And of course, Hex Grady said day 26. No, it was day 25. So, but good. That was a good guess. Good evening, Superman from Richie Robinson. Good evening to you. Hex Force 1 has landed as well. Sup, Superman. Good to see us, Hex Force 1. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, and Birdo says Pulse right now over 20% for the day. Absolutely, it is as well. So that is true. We've got a super sticker in the house there from Yo Mama. Any news on that Diamond drama on the Pulse? No, we don't do drama. We're no drama channel, but we have talked about it briefly. It was a feature, not a bug, and people were using that feature because they were smart and they knew how to do it. But Dipcatcher is the person to go and watch if you want to go follow on the Die drama, Dipcatcher, and I think KDP's been talking about that too. So you can check that out on that one. I appreciate the super sticker though. $3.69 now, 3.69 of course the Hex inflation rate, or at least the nominal inflation rate, and yeah, cool. Thank you very much, yo mama. Yo mama. All right, you can see the crypto market prices at the moment. I'm just going to go through a few more chats as well. Let me just jump through a couple of these. Crypto Surfer, let's go. Absolutely. Who else has jumped in here? Hex created nothing finer than a Hex miner. That's true. That is true. We're going to get the Hex daily stats later on as well. Welcome to everybody. We're up to about 60 people watching at the moment, so welcome to everybody. If you're on Superman Crypto, big shout out to you guys. That is growing. That channel is growing. My metrics are looking much better there. Hey, maybe one day it will challenge the Hex token as well. So just get active on that channel and let's see what we can do. Good competition between the channels. Tin Top in the house there. What's up? Good to see you, Tin Top. Always like saying that when Tin Top jumps in the house. Brendan says, "Woohoo! My prize is 100 million PLS." Yeah. Next, it's on a IOU. It's on an IOU, Brendan. Abit's in the house with the. We finally got the oranges. Well done, Abit. We've got 3 of them now, which is kind of funny. What else? Acapella says, "I have to say, I'm all in the TYRH casino. It's incredible," says Archie. At least you know how it works. Now in our Discord on TYRH, someone's posted under other tokens, which the TRH fits in. They posted a couple of videos from somebody that showed how the gamification works. So that's kind of cool. You can check that out. But I think they probably got stuff in their Telegram as well if you want to try and work out what the heck is going on with all those tokens and NFTs as well. Yes, Freedom Channel, Family Channel, and Drum Channel. That's what we try to do. We do our best to hold up to those principles on the channel. Hex is the GOAT, says Brennan. Absolutely. And Big Kahuna says, "Have you burnt plant and water on auto compounding staking?" Nice. I have got some in there. I have got a little bit of DG and stuff in that protocol. So we'll see how it goes. DHex as well says, "Welcome Pulsechains, Hexkins, and PulseXkins." Woohoo! Good to see a DHex. And we've got Pulse Bezos as well. Hey, Hexkins, good to see you, Pulse Bezos. Brendan says, "I'll take an IOU for the 100 million." And Avid's got the smiley faces in, which is nice. We like smiley faces. Hexog says, "The Superman Crypto channel is where the cool kids hang out." Just saying, says Hexog. Nice one. Thank you very much for that. All right, let's get into it, folks. We've got the crypto market. BTC at $29,312. It's been stuck here. Was it like 10 days? It feels like forever. This is stuck in this price range. Ethereum there, 1841. It is down 0.5%. They're just really not moving much. And the rest of the market's just slightly down red or pinkish at the moment. Just the way it goes. Yeah, nothing really exciting there. We know that, was it 2 days ago? Was it yesterday or the day before? Forget now. Coinbase launched their second layer. They don't have an official base coin for that, but there are some early projects on there. Some people are probably speculating on that. Apart from that, it's all the actions on Pulsechain today, isn't it? So let's jump over to Pulsechain. We got PLS here at $0.00547. Woohoo! We're at 22.3%. That's a lot better than the down days, right? The red markers. And the important thing is we're back at 55% of the sacrifice price. And that's a good sign. That's, what 55 means, right? 369 and 55, 55. We love the 55s as well. And of course, that's pretty good news. So let's check it out. And of course, with the Pulse, we got EIP 1559 burning, and that's just continuing to burn with every transaction that's out there on every block. So really, really is cool to see that. In fact, you can see that on the blocks. So we go to blocks, and you can see all the Pulse burning in every block. Look at that. Burn, 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 burn. So every transaction you do, about every every 10 seconds, it is burning, burning Pulse. So that's kind of cool. I like that. All right, so that is kind of cool on that. So 22%. Let's have a look at the price of Pulse on the chart. This is the 4-hourly chart, so kind of like a trader's view. They like to use 4 hourlies, and we can see here is the SEC at the top before we had the SEC Black Swan event on the 4-hourly, and of course we're up at sacrifice price level, so we're up at 0.001031, and of course we came way down, so low. We came low down, low. We came low, like Memphis low in Memphis. Anyway, we came down to 0.003374, all the way down here, massive. And of course, now we have we managed to have a quasi. They call it a V recovery. We didn't quite make it to the top, but we got up to a pretty strong point of view. But of course, then we started drifting down. We had a few whales a few large holders decide to exit at different times. Some Hexkins as well in stakes and things like that. But we came all the way down. We got back down to 0.004331. We're a pretty critical stage here. That was a very critical level. And we were, that we really had to maintain this. This was the 78.6 Fibonacci. So around that zone, it was where we were. And of course, then a big buy came in, big. And we were in Discord watching it. I just dropped in the Discord, and then bam, someone was starting to buy $100,000 worth of DAI, and a wink on that one, and then we broke through. Whee! Look at that on the 4-hourly, and you can see the resistance. So from the top of the SEC day all the way down, you can see that we had this sort of angular resistance now, and we want to break these down, right? Any resistances, want to break them through. We had to break through. Look at this down thing, and we broke through. Whee! So we're powering up at the moment. Quadruple zero 5459. So looking really good. I think the next level for me, I know that the next level for Brenton, he's in the chat there. He's our TA specialist. He has around 5,700. He wanted to close on that. We're about to close in 3 minutes, so we're not quite up that strong, but we are looking very good, Brennan. Let us know in the chat what you think about this chart. And of course, I've got the next sort of resistance level 6,000 is the one to break through. That would get through these resistances here on the 4-hourly that we had. We had a couple of these in this level, but it'd also get us over the 50 on the Fibonacci as well. So that would be kind of cool, getting back over 50 on Fibonacci. So yeah, that's kind of have those both aligning there as well. So it's kind of two different resistances, and we break through that. But looking very good at the moment, and I'm pretty happy with it. We'll find out what Brennan thinks, but that's pretty much it on there. All right, so let's go to the daily on that, on Pulse. That is the daily chart on Pulse. Yee! Look at that. That's looking pretty good. You might as well jump up and down or whatever, but that's looking a pretty nice little green candle today, and the volume is picking up. So we've got on the volume on this pair, $8 million at the moment. So we could have been nicer even with more volume, but not bad, not bad. $8 million. Let's see if we can build on that, get a bigger green candle. Back here on the second and third, when we had our relief rally after the SEC, we had some pretty big volumes, 26 and 25 million. But it'd be nice to get a nice green candle following in after this. Would be pretty cool and power us back up there. All right, that is pretty much it on the Pulse. Looking good. Pulse X. And of course, Pulse X here, I think it's relatively undervalued compared to Pulse for sure. And it's actually had a bigger pullback so far, 25.9% up, which is pretty amazing. Quadruple 174. One Pulse will get you 3.13 Pulse X at the moment. I know quite a few people are accumulating Pulse X as a preferential asset pickup, and not surprised. Potential for single-side staking and all the DeFi projects coming. Seems pretty good to me for that. You just got to be patient, right? At the moment, the burn is getting very close to 350 billion PulseX burn. Look at that, 349 billion. Woohoo! We're only 1 billion away from 350. That's a really cool round number. We're going to be tweeting that out, that's for sure. If you're an influencer, anybody out there, tweet that out. Now, we're at 1.68% of all PulseX in the public hands is burned as well. Now, I'm not expecting any of the Origin account stuff to really move unless there's a good reason for it. So this is where we really care about is the public supply. And so we'll see how we go. But 1.68% of the public supply is so far burned, which is fantastic. All right, let's jump over to PulseX then and talk about that. That is on PulseX on the 4-hourly, so it looks very similar, obviously, Pulse, but doing slightly better on the relativity, so slightly up, slightly stronger, but 26%. And we're having a really nice move here, getting closer to what I call the next resistance as well compared to Pulsechain. And we've got that, I've got that at 1878, which is the 50% Fibonacci, and we had some resistance here as well. And we've broken that downward trend. So looking good on the 4-hourly as well. And I would say it would look super, super good if we can get over this 1877 mark. That would look very strong indeed. So that is on PulseX. Let's look at the daily on PulseX. This is the daily chart on the PulseX. So looking really good and looking slightly better than Pulse actually in some regards there with the relativities. All right, that leads us into incentive tokens, $2.42, up 24%. The third best performer so far. The ratio at 44,500 Pulse per incentive. So let's have a quick look at that. This is on the daily for incentive tokens. We've got $2.40. Nice little green candle there. Obviously, we had this downward slant here. Let's look at the ratio of Pulse to incentive. We can see that we had a nice little jump in the ratio. We got as high on the hourly up to 45,000. We're at 44,500 at the moment on that, and that's the hourly. Let's look at the daily. That's the daily chart. So it is still shedding. We've got a Green Day at the moment. So if you like music and Green Day is a good band, then that's where we're at the moment. All right, jokes aside, we've got 8 million incentive tokens in existence. So we're at 7.9 million. We're now at 8 million incentive tokens in existence from yield farming. But we've got the TYRH crew. We talked about that earlier. They are actually burning incentive tokens. So 20,000 incentive tokens have been burned in the TYRH protocol from Jacob. And that is almost 0.25%, which is pretty cool. That leads us on into Hex, hex.com. Check it out. The link's in the video description. PHEX at the moment is back over 1 cent. Woo! That's why we rock and roll. It's really nice to see it back over 1 cent. I've missed you, old friend. I've missed you, old friend. But there we are, 1.03 cents. There's PHEX, and 1 PHEX will equal 188 pulse at the moment, but it is up 26% at the moment. So that is the best performer out of all of these. And of course, typically I expect that to happen because of the wealth effect of Hex. And of course, you can start mining, swap your Hex for T-shares, start mining Hex, and get that nice Swiss return. So it's kind of cool like that. And at the moment, EHEX at the moment is at half a penny. So it's back at half a penny there. And 1 PHEX will get you 2.04 EHEX at the moment. That's kind of the ratios there as well. Let's go look at those charts. Here is EHEX on the daily. And we can see we just finished this green candle, looking good. And we went from 0.0788 to just over 1 penny, which is pretty good in the day. Nice. Thank you very much. And of course, we just started a brand new day, which is cool too. All right, and let's go have a look at EHEX. EHEX looking pretty similar. And we're back. We were actually quite low. We got down to 4/10 of a penny, and we're now over 5/10 of a penny. So it's kind of cool. 1/10 of a penny increase. We'll take that. The combined price of EHEX and PHEX. Bam! Look, gotta love that, man. You got to celebrate your green candles, but because we had so many red ones lately, you got to celebrate that. So there we are. We got we're up over 1.5 cents. That is awesome. And we got pretty low though, didn't we? This is EHEX and PHEX combined, by the way, on InvestX.io. It's a great little chart. But we got all the way down to 1.2 cents. 1.2 cents combined. Yauchi. I like it much better when we're at least at the minimum of 1.5. And let's see how we go there. I know some people are getting pretty bullish, like Trayvon and stuff like that, picking up Hex. He was talking about, I'm going to buy Hex, and let's see if he did. But that is where Hex is going as well. Now, BitBoy sold his Hex, apparently, and he was looking back to re-entry. But let's make him pay a higher price, right? Let's make him pay a higher price for his exiting, and then we'll, then he can come back and pay a higher price. That's how you roll. All right, so that's kind of cool. They're on the old BitBoy. So that's the old Hex there, looking good. Now, if you want to, let's have a look at the validators quickly before we move on. We got 37,846 validators there, so looking really good. We've got an increase in validators. You can see that. Looking good. Heading towards 40,000, I guess, is where we might head. Looking pretty good on that. I think that was kind of it. 1.21 trillion is staked as well off the market. We like that too. I don't think this APR is correct. I think it's much lower than that, but I don't know what that is at the moment, so we'll leave it there. The PulseX swap price at the moment, 2 cents for a PulseX swap, 1/10 of a penny for a Pulse coin transfer, and 3/10 of a penny for PRC20 transfer. We're 541 times cheaper than Ethereum. Don't forget that. This is not even a bull market, right? You can imagine Ethereum under a bull market without its proto dank and upgrades for its speed, transactions per second. It's going to go through the roof. This will be probably up to 10,000x. I mean, it's going to be crazy stuff there on the old Ethereum. So even at the moment in this sort of gray sideways market, we're 543 times cheaper than Ethereum, 269 times cheaper than Bitcoin as well. And don't forget, we're the ones with all the protocols expanding. We're the ones with the new chain that's expanding. We've got super amount of devs doing a lot of great projects. Many of them that we know, many of them we don't know, and they're coming to the market. So it's going to be bullish, folks. The upside X returns are going to be huge compared to what's going to be on Ethereum. So a Pulsechain is the place to be. It is, as we see, Pulsechain is run by the people. It's the people's chain. We've got all those validators. They are all run by the people around the world. And, of course, we've also got immutable code, and your keys, your coins. So DeFi is the place to be. Pulsechain is leading that charge. It's going to be pretty awesome. Now, the other thing, of course, if you want to buy and sell PulseX or any of these tokens, you can use GoPulseX.com. I've got my link in the video description if you want to use that. Help support the channel as well. And you get a pretty good routing there. It's got up to like 18 routes here. Look at this, 18 routes. So it is a DEX aggregator as well. It's going through to try to get you the best results. and it's doing stuff like that too. So 3 dexes and 18 routes you can do on that. So it's kind of cool. Yep, check it out. The link's in the video description if you want to do that, buy and sell. I'll be supporting this channel as well. Now, the other thing, of course, is if you want to, that's just on the same site there on gopulse.com. So GoPulseX swap, and you can check it out on the swap page. If you go to portfolio, you can connect your wallet and you can do the swap there. You can also buy, if you want to go cross change, you can buy Pulse on the chain as well. Although I would probably suggest using Portal X compared to using that price. I think you get a better rate. But on the GoPulseX swap, that's pretty good. All right, let's jump over to the Coast. Now, if you're looking to onboard fiat directly to Pulsechain, the Coast is out. Now, I don't have an account on this, but Brian does, and he's our community leader. So, Brian, if you want to paste your link in the chat there, I need to update the video description, but get in there, Brian, and post your link there. Now, if you want to get a fiat on board directly to Pulsechain, you're in the United States, the UK, Australia, or Canada, then you can use Brian's link and get 5,000 watt tokens as a bonus. That's pretty cool. And he gets 5,000 too. So that's a nice little gift to our community leader, Brian. He'll post that in the chat there. So that is pretty cool. Our first fiat on-ramp and a big deal. And in September, I understand that they're going to be opening up more countries. Hopefully in New Zealand, I believe, is on that list. And then, of course, they're going to be looking to add not just wire transfers and ACH transfers, was what you can do at the moment. Wire transfer would be faster, right? But you have the fee, about $20 or whatever it is to pay. But the ACH can take up to 5 days or something like that to go through before you can get your fiat in there and then issue your CSD stables. The other thing is that they're obviously CST, the stable coin, is on PulseX. It's also on PHEX as well. There's a pool there. So, you know, getting more markets, they'll be spreading further and further as it ramps up. So it's kind of a soft launch from my point of view. But by September, hopefully, once they get the second phase, more countries, and they're also apparently looking at debits and credit cards as another 2 forms of payment, that will really ramp things up with the old CST there at the moment, the old stable coin. So looking good. All right, pretty much it. Let's go. I think we've got Brian's link there, have we? Brian's posted that link there. So that is Brian's link. If you want to use that, help support him. Yeah, very cool. Now, I understand that Crypto Coffee's got something like 300 or 400 or more, maybe 500 referrals on there. So, you know, Brian's trying to catch up. So you can help Brian catch up to good old Crypto Coffee there too. 5,000 weight tokens, not watt tokens. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, weight tokens. So weight is the token of Coast. Watt is the token of Power City. My bad there. I apologize. All right, that is that. Let's jump away to the DEX screen. Let's look at the markets. We're going to look at the top ERC20 price discoveries. We're going to have a look by percentage first and then by liquidity, size of the liquidity pool. Based on percentages, we've got Aave up 77%, Dai up 49%, Sushi up 31%, Uni up 30%, SHIB up 29%, Lido up 25%. So everything's up pretty strongly. Wrap Bitcoin is up 24%. So looking pretty good. So everything's up pretty nicely there as well. Only thing that's down is these pools. These 2 link pools are down 4%, 17%. But some of the other pools are actually up on the link pool. So I'm not sure why those ones are down, just because they've got small liquidity. Now, if we go by liquidity, we've got a couple. We've got at least 2 or 3 that are over 100,000. So we've got Wrap Bitcoin over 155,000 liquidity, 146,000 in Pepe. Now, as you guys know, Pepe and SHIB are 2 big meme coins. They're in my top 5 picks for the meme coins. The other 3 are all 9-inch meme coin tokens, but these are the ones that I can see no reason why they wouldn't, as Pulsechain gets more valuable, that these wouldn't relatively grow and get priced up as well. So that's SHIB and Pepe. So Pepe is up 14%. So look at that chart. That is Pepe there. I think it's you know, probably just going to break out at some stage, but that's a nice little pickup. And of course, SHIB there is up 26%. It's looking better. Yeah, look at that. It's having a nice little green day in there. That's looking good too. To break down out of here, so we still need a bit more effort to get back up, but you know, it's not too bad. If Pulsechain starts rallying, then I'm sure all those will start really mooning. All right, I think that's it on that one. We obviously Dai's next, Makers next, SHIBs, and all the other tokens are all below that. They're all different, same token but different pools. Let's go to the meme tokens on the meme list. Let's go by percentage. We got Dogecoin up 35%, Paul Pleb up 27%, and Pulse Dodge there up 20% as well. Those are 2 out of 3 of the 9-inch meme coins. They're doing pretty well. And where's the other one? Where is it? Where did the ETH go? That's the other one. This is the number 3. That's up 10% at the moment. So there we go on that one. Let's have a quick look at the Paul Pleb. Up 26%. Yeah, nice little green day on that chart. Got sold off, obviously, with the SEC event. And, of course, the delay in the launch of 9-inch as well. But nice little pump there off the bottom. 5 zeros, 3,000. Now 5 zeros, 4,000. So pretty nice little move there for Paul Pleb. These are likely to really bolt when the 9-inch DEX comes out. Maybe in the next week or two, possibly. We could see that. I think it's been about 2 weeks since they gave their update. They said 1 to 4 weeks from there. So maybe another week or two. But definitely keep a close eye out on the 9-inch launch. We're expecting the Fiat launch any time now. But we're expecting, because apparently it's on mainnet already, but they haven't publicly made it available. But then, of course, we're looking at the 9-inch DEX as well to come up pretty shortly after that. And those will probably both beat out, the big protocols, Liquid Loans, Power City, and Famous coming up as well. All right, so that is pretty much it from those. We actually had Dogecoin at the top, so we'll have a look at that. Yeah, nice little green day for Doge as well. And those are the leaders there in the memes. But let's go to our main category, the Pulsechain projects. And what are the big movers? You guessed it. Get out of here. Get out. It is the TYRH token ecosystem. And, of course, Holy. They're $27,209 for one Holy token. That's like almost Bitcoin prices. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy stuff. How many are there in the liquidity pool? There's not even one. There's 0.3765 Holy tokens. So when you're buying it, you're pretty much getting a fraction of that amount. And the wrap pool, there's 187 Pulse in there now. And of course, pretty cool on that one. That is the Holy one. They got Water as well. Water is up 132, number 2 spot today on the old projects list. Let's go to the daily on this. I don't know if I have that much data. That's the daily chart. Let me go to an hourly chart. That's probably better. That's the hourly chart there. Let me auto log that. That's the hourly chart. Look at these things. Jacob's charts all look the same, don't they? They all look like this. That is up 132% on 24 hours. And nice one there on the old Water. I do have some Water staked on the protocol, but I haven't. It's just ticking along. Now, the other one was dramatic yesterday was P-Share. P-Share from Pulse Rate. It's like yield farming, experimental pools. It's a fork of Tomb. Fork of Tomb, and it is up 111%. But this thing was dramatic. Look at that thing. Wow, this is on the daily, folks. And man, that shed really badly. So if you'd been in there, you would have been quite nervous because you had lost a lot of value. It went from $1,800 for one P-Share. It's a dual token, so it's got Prate token and P-Share token. P-Share is kind of like the asset version of it, and the Prate one's like the medium of exchange. And of course, it went all the way down to $466. So if you panic sold in here, which many would have, then down it goes. It has quite big slippage too. And then, of course, it's actually rallied really strongly back up to $1,254 at the moment. So it just shows you if you get into experimental yield farms, they're very attractive on the daily APY, but the volatility is huge, especially on the down day. It really does exacerbate. But anyway, it's up 110% on the 24 hours. So if you managed to buy the bottom of the FUD, then you did really well there. So that's pretty much it on those. Now, Seed also is doing pretty well, up 75%. That is also one of Jacob's tokens there. And you can see that's looking pretty good, almost $12,000. Those are kind of the headlines. And then TIRH, of course, doing pretty well, up 55%. And Pulse Reflections is 65%. So Jacob is dominating, and so is Pulse Rate. They're the two dominating ecosystems, along with Pulse Reflections. Everything else is up, of course, but they're further down. All the other project teams ticking away as well. All right, so that's pretty much it, which leads us into, we're going to go quickly to the stable coins. Have a look at that. We've got the CST stable. What do we got here? We got the weight token there. Let me look here. We got 53. So this is the biggest pair on the stable CST, and it's below PEG. PEG is $1. This is actually worth $1. It's at 95 cents at the moment. So there's 5 cents in it for you if you want to grab that. And that is where we're going. Let's go have a look at the CST on the Block Explorer. It's still stuck at 226,000 CST, so I'm not sure why it's short stuck there, but that's what it's doing. It makes no sense to me, but there it is. That leads us on into the some of the new projects. So I said to you, we've had we got Forbes digital asset listing Pulse and PulseX. We've got, I don't know when that was done, but that's that was put out by the Avita. We've also got we also have that new listing site dedicated Pulsechain, which looks amazing. We're going to talk more about that in the future. And of course, we've got some more middle-sized projects that are coming, and we're expecting it pretty close. We got one of them is Win-Win, and I think this is going to be really interesting to see this play out. Now, obviously, we talk about Jacob and BNB Pot Team, PulsePot. We talk about the TIRH ecosystem that Jacob's done. That's sort of all GameFi, right? So gamification of finance. It's all in that GameFi situation. But here we have Win-Win. This is in the GameFi section too. And we haven't talked that much about GameFi because, there's probably a limited number of projects so far in the space. And we got Win-Win. Now, it's built for Pulsechain, daily yield and prizes in popular Pulsechain assets without risking your principal crypto. So it's a combination of staking, where you get yield, and also you forgo some of that staking yield to put it into the prizes. So you kind of everyone forgoes a bit of their staking yield, and it goes into a prize pool, and then people have a chance to win those prizes, and they could be a variety of assets and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool like that. Now the founder is more entrepreneurial, has a good idea, but I believe he had to get developers to build it for him, which is cool. But that is sort of the background that I recall. They have 3,300 followers, which is a pretty good number of followers just to start off, which is kind of cool. And they had a Pulsechain Sacrifice open that had only just finished, so on the 12th of August, so that's what 2 days ago. And extremely proud of the community for making a strong political statement against exploitative gambling practices. That was their sort of sacrifice message as well. No expectations, of course. So that's kind of the stuff from them. But so I don't know when they're going to be launching. So it could be pretty soon. We'll see. But anyway, they've got the test app at the moment on the Pulsechain testnet v4, and it looks pretty fun. I think this could be pretty popular. If these prizes get pretty big, it's going to grab a lot of attention, right? So there's a big part of the market that likes to chase prizes, and this is a combination between staking and prizes. So it's kind of a neat little middle ground. I like it. It's going to be interesting to see how the market responds to this. Could be very, very big indeed. Or may fall flat. Who knows? But I kind of feel like it's going to do fairly well. It's pretty interesting. So they've got prize pools. Now, there are different prize pools here. They've got Win token, which is a native token. They've got the Hex token, Loan token, Mintra, and USDL as some examples. I guess they could have other tokens as well. They've got here Enter to Win. So that's kind of the play there. If you enter the win, they then have stake. So you got to stake the Win token, I guess. You have to put the tokens in there. I actually have some. I don't know why I've got some Win tokens. I must have bought some sometime when I was doing a tutorial. But you can stake that. Let's see if I can stake it. I should stake it. It's telling me that it's worth $676,000. I don't know. It's going to go out for a stake meal or something like that. Let's stake that and see what that does. All right. I'm going to make sure that operates. Now it's funny. It's on the old testnet v4, so it's a fraction of a pulse to do this. But let's go. I wasn't actually planning on staking, but we'll do it since I didn't realize I had some Win-Win tokens in there. So that's ticking through. Cool. You've staked. Nice. You staked. Woohoo! I've staked 837,000 Win tokens. And I don't know what that means now. So that's kind of cool. What have I got? A dashboard. Let's go to the dashboard. And there we are. Token stakes. There we are. Is that my stake? That's mine. That's my stake there. Look at that. Woohoo! Total yield earned. So it's going to earn me yield and prizes won. I don't know if I'm going to win a prize, but it's kind of cool. It's got a claim all button, which is pretty cool. No rewards claimable yet. You have been staked for under 30 days. You will be able to claim your yield and prizes when you have been staked for 30 days or longer. So this could be pretty fun. I think a lot of people, maybe not for something for everybody, but a lot of people might really, really enjoy this. Obviously, we've got the Win token there. You can do other tokens. If I click manage, it's got total win stack, $25 million. Yeah, boy. So that's the prize up for grabs. Look at that. And APR 438%. This is just on testnet v4, by the way. So it's not the real one. But we'll see how this does. People might really like this. Give a little bit of your staking value away for the prize pool. Kind of cool. I put in these amount of tokens, 837,000 tokens, but it says that I've got a 2.66% chance of winning, which is, because I got that amount of the pool. Total yield earned $5.75 already. Obviously, that's based on a value of 676. That's just testnet value, not real, of course. Got my stake history in there as well. Claim more yield prizes, manage stake. So you can do all sorts of features like that, which is not bad, right? And of course, you could do that for Hex too. Like, I guess I can go into Hex, manage stake. I don't know if I've managed any. Have I got any Hex in there? I got no Hex. What I've been doing on Pulse on the testnet there, I got no Hex. So that's kind of cool on that one. Isn't that cool? So that's kind of cool stuff. We've got the dashboard, got analytics. Analytics there, total value locked, total prizes won, unique users, 82 people on testnet there. It's kind of cool. They got global win Hex, so you can break it down into the win. Nice. I love the fact they have a call to action on the sites here. Enough more projects should do that. Is have these call to action buttons. I think that's important. And they got all the prize lists, people that have won prizes. These people who have been winning prizes down the right here. It's kind of cool. And then they got buy win. You can go buy win on PulseX on testnet v4. So that's the idea there. Of course, we're not doing that. We've already bought some. So this is going to be an interesting one to watch. Look forward to that. So the sacrifice is finished. We'll see how they go. This is really a middle ground one, and it's going to be fun to see this play out. This is really, really cool. All right, we will see. So that's one. The other one, of course, is Pulsechain. Pulsechain, of course, been around a while. The Pulsechain teaser Pulsechain farms are coming soon. Hope you all bought the dip today, helping Pulsechain be the best ecosystem out there. And they've got a really nice user interface. Look at this stuff. Looks really, really good on their little yield farm pools or whatever it is. So it looks pretty good on that one. And I thought I'd highlight that. So obviously, haven't done any due diligence or anything like that on it. But it does look pretty snazzy from the old Pulsechain there too. Which is pretty cool. Now, sorry, I forgot to post the links in there to the win-win, but let me just see if I can find that win-win. Have we got that here? Win-win. So let me post the win-win if you want to check out this more in details. Remember to always do your full due diligence on these things because, you need to do that before you get involved in anything. But that is out at the moment on the win-win project. That's that staking prize pool hybrid, which I think might be pretty popular, especially if those prizes get nice and juicy. We'll see. The more users, the more juicy they will be, I guess. And this is Pulsechain. I need to do due diligence on this as well. They got 8,200 followers, so that's pretty big, right? The most loyal guild in crypto. And of course, that's a pretty big project, Pulsechain.com. And they're ticking away as well. So I told you I was going to have some different projects today to talk about. These are what I call the medium-sized projects, but hey, some of them may end up being bigger than you can imagine. But really, really cool on that. They got their Fluffy Pepperloin. There's a huge ecosystem. Basker as well. You can check it out. You can earn on here, governance, all sorts of stuff. But that is pretty exciting. So it's coming up soon. Get in early, right? Early is good, is what they say. And you got NFTs as well. The NFTs in there, so you want to do a bit of education, learn about that, but that's definitely ticking away there as well. You can buy it on PulseX, so cool. All right, that is pretty much it. I just wanted to give a bit of a highlight to those two projects that are coming. Well, one's Pulsechain is already out, but they've got big features coming with the old liquidity farms there, or pools, might be very popular. They have a pretty decent following as well, which is kind of cool on the Pulsechain. And bam. There we are. All right. That is pretty much it. We're going to get the Hex daily stats next. We've got day 1,350. Can you believe it? Hot off the press. Before we get to that, though, let's catch up on the chat. I've probably got quite a way ahead there, maybe or maybe not. Pulse Basil says, Coffee just did a good video a few minutes ago. That's cool. What was on that site? Yeah, I was going to probably cover it too, my details. Let's go Hexkin, says Hex. Nice. This is where the plonkers are at, says Brennan. Yeah, you're not supposed to use that out of context, Brennan. A win-win for the win, says KD. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, isn't it? LS says, wonder what happened to Pulsepot. Now, obviously, Jacob has done TYRH, so that's what's big at the moment. But he's got to apparently wait for Fetch Oracle to come out. So just like Liquid Loans and Power City have to wait for Fetch Oracle, he's got to wait for that as well so he can get reliable price calls. So I think that's what he's waiting for Pulsepot. Which would be the second chain that it launches on with the Pulsepot site. So BNB, obviously, pot is on BNB, but waiting for Pulsepot there. And of course, if you sacrifice for that, you get your tokens on the new Pulsepot. So if you sacrifice for that, you're waiting for that too. So yeah, that's kind of the update that I understand at the moment. LS. Sorry, Mr. Streams is detached soul. Hey, you're welcome. welcome back. You can always rewind, so it's all good. But being live is fun. It's being live. Time for you to attach. You see, you're saying it's brilliant. Yeah. All right, I think we're almost up to that. So let's get into the Hex Daily Stats. Let's get paid. Hex.com. Check it out. Links in the video description. You can buy Hex on Pulsechain. You can buy Hex on Ethereum. And, of course, you can then swap that for T-shares. And you can start mining Hex on both chains, which is pretty cool. All right. Now you have to buy them on each chain to mine them on, mine them on both chains. We've got day 350 on the ETH chain, 13th of August. The price is at over half a penny, up 13%. Yeah, we love these big percentage jumps after having these down days. We got the payout per T-share, 6.59 Hex per T-share. The share rate is 0 at 29,000, so no change there. In Hex, earlier pays better. In other words, the share rate, before it goes up, you get more T-shares with your Hex that you buy. But longer pays better is typically what gets you the big bonuses there. And, of course, up to 200% there for 10 years. And so, yeah, it's a big deal. Longer pays better and bigger pays better too. And, of course, you can get a lot more for your buck at the moment with the Hex price. Average mining length, 7.1 years, 39% for APY for existing T-shares. Obviously not new, but existing T-shares. And liquidity in the pool, 209 million Hex in the pool, $250,000 and 59 ETH there as well. T-shares, so the ownership, Hex is easy to understand. We're a reward pool and an ownership pool. The ownership pool has T-shares in it, stands for trillions of shares. That can go up or down, but pretty much it's probably going to go down over time. And, of course, that's 3,136 increase. We're at 9,845,000 T-shares in the ownership pool at the moment. So those people that get the rewards, and, of course, that's what we love, the Hex daily payout. Lock percentage of coins, 9.31% of Hex is locked on Ethereum. Pretty modest penalties today, so $250,000 as well. 50% goes to the origin account, 50% goes to you, a T-share miner. And, of course, that's the payout that is being shared out there at the moment. Just under 65 million Hex goes to all those T-share miners there. Pretty much that. Let's have a look at the current holders. Up 19 liquid holders, which is really good. Yay. And, of course, T-share miners is 0. We've got to do more work around that as a community, get more T-share miners, but that's at 120,392 is the number. Let's go to Pulsechain. Pulsechain is super cheap and super fast, so a lot of people love mining Hex over there. And we got day 93. Is it day 93? Let me just double check. I think 93. Yeah, we're finished day 93, so that's the one. We're on day 94 now. So day 93, 13th of August. We got the price over 1 penny. Yay. And the price changed 26%. So this is actually bigger. We've had a bigger increase on the old Pulsechain side. And, of course, some people argue, obviously, with the small liquidity on the Ethereum side, that could lead the price. But not today, right? Not today. 26% is on Pulsechain side. Payout per T-share, 6.65 Hex per T-share. And the share rate's gone up 7.3 to 29,017. The average mining length, 7.03 years, so shorter than on the ETH side. Just under 39% on the APY for existing T-shares. Let's have a look at the T-shares, up 2,300. We've got 9,873,000 T-shares on the Pulsechain side. And what have we got in terms of the percentage locked? 9.46% of Hex is locked on Pulsechain. Massive penalties still on Pulsechain. They keep coming on Pulsechain. Pulsechain's got all the volatility at 1.8 million. And wow, that's a huge day. Remember how modest it was on the ETH side, but it's pretty big on the Pulsechain side. Lots of distractions on Pulsechain, I guess. That's just the way it goes. We've got the current holders up 38 on the liquid holders, and new miners, 34 new miners, and 123,881. So that is where most of the growth in miners are on the cheap chain and fast chain of Pulsechain, the people's chain, which is pretty much it. We're now on day 1351 on ETH and day 94 on the old Pulsechain. And, of course, you can get Hex, check out Hex.com. You can buy Hex on Pulsechain or on Ethereum, and you can start getting your T-shares and mining Hex. Very cool. I think that was it. Was that it? I think so. Let's jump over to Pulse and see where we're at the moment. Getting a little bit of a pullback on the new daily. But, hey, look, we'll see how we get on in the next 24 hours. Be nice to get a bounce back. Let's see if we can get over 6,000 and fingers crossed on that. I think that's it. Is that it? I think it is. An hour. We're up to an hour on the live stream. I think we're going to end the show there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We had lots of new cool stuff in today on Pulsechain as it grows. Next thing coming up, we're still expecting Fiat, a fork of Aave to come, and of course 9inch is not too far on the horizon as well. Looks like we have some other medium-sized projects launching too we'll try and bring those to you when they do. Thank you very much for watching on Superman Crypto. Big shout out to you over there. Get engaged over there. It has been rising, so I'm really excited about what's happening over there. And of course, here on Hex Token, also big shout out to everybody. Appreciate the support. And if you want to become a member, hit the join button. We've got Pulsechain's Hexagon's Rich Heart Club. If you want to do some buying and selling on Pulsechain, consider using the link in the video description for Go Pulse X Swap. And I will catch you guys all tomorrow. Now, our Discord is open, so jump into that. I will update the video description so that people can easily do that on both channels. Join our Discord, and that would be really cool. We're heading to 1,300 members there, so not bad at all. All right, I'm going to leave you out there with Richard Hart and the Highest of Stakes. Hope you guys enjoyed it, those who went to the movie over the weekend. But here is the preview. If you haven't, check it out. Bye for now. Take care. Peace out.
Is Richard Hart. Genius.
Legendary.
Arrogant. Bit of a narcissist.
The benevolent king.
$250,000. Hate me. I'm farther than you'll ever be in your whole life. Whatever the governments have been doing, it's not worked out. You've never had worse interest rates. Your money has never been worth less than. The only thing that's making it better is cryptocurrency.
Crypto is money without governments, and it is money without banks.
You're not going to meet another product like this as long as you live. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
They are promising 40% annual return.
Everything I have worked for is staked in Hex.
Good. I put it all in.
All what?
All of our house money.
No, I don't think that it's a scam. Because I trust Richard Hart.
If ultimately this is all a big performance art project, people are gonna get fucked.
So that means I should trust you.
Listen, I think you should trust me, but if you get into the habit of trusting people like me, you'll get the crap scammed out of you.